So, I want to talk about what wild orgasmic essence actually is. Most people hear the word orgasmic and they think orgasm, sexual copulation, two bodies smacking together to produce an explosion of an orgasm. And it's a lovely thing. It's a beautiful thing, that's what we do. But I want to talk about what orgasmic means to me and what I'm referring to. Have you ever sat down in a relaxed state to have a meal, and instead of just tasting something that you're eating, oh, it tastes good, I'm eating, I'm filling up my calorie quotient, I'm satisfying my hunger. But what landed up taking place in your mouth because the flavors, the love that went into cooking the food, the full presence of you, not just listening in maybe with friends to a conversation or being on your cell phone, you are so fully present that when what you put in your mouth was able to actually be so appreciated and so deeply embodied as an experience of perfection that you literally had an orgasm in your mouth. Like your taste buds, your whole body went, "Oh my God, this is amazing." That is the feeling of orgasmic. If you were a kid, or when you were a kid, and if you were out in the country and it was a hot day and you were able to jump into the lake, or you were able to dive in off a high place and like your body hit the water, the whole experience is orgasmic. If you're a parent and you gave birth and you're holding that baby in your arms for the first time, and you just, everything about it is orgasmic. Orgasmic is a feeling of being able to be in your body, fully alive, with your senses exploding. And it doesn't have to be a big, huge, loud explosion. I have times when I go and see my horses and I just enter the field, not just the physical field they're in, but the entire unified energy field that they exist in. And maybe I, had my day and I was working with clients and I was up in my head and I was thinking about things, and all of a sudden I land in full presence. And I reconnect with the unified field, and I connect with them as they're connected with the unified field. And sometimes it's this quiet sense of orgasmic, but I come back to feeling fully alive with all my senses. And we don't just have 5 senses, we have 13. And we'll talk about that in another mini cast. But all of a sudden I can feel my breath moving through my body again. I can feel my feet grounded on the earth. My ears open up to a 360-degree awareness of everything that's around me. My eyes, literally, instead of just seeing forward, my eyes can feel in the back of my head everything around me. I can smell all the subtle nuances that are surrounding me. And I can taste what it is to be alive. That's orgasmic. It's your full presence, all of you, in this physical body. Not up in your head, not in your cognitive awareness. Not saying your brain isn't present, it is. But your brain isn't thinking about all the things you have to do in front of you or all the things you didn't do behind you. Your brain actually goes into neutral gear like a car. And all of a sudden you can feel through your fascia tissue the full breadth of sensorium that you are involved in, that you are present in that moment in. And it is a far more expansive experience than just the normal what we do, thinking, being in our head, talking, without even being fully present in our bodies. Remember something, the brain is a cognitive aspect of us. It does not feel anything. It can't feel. It's cognitive. It's a thinker. And there is a very big, very, very big difference. And anybody listening to this that has ever had sex or had an orgasm, you know you can't be in your head and have an orgasm. That's why so many people can't have orgasms, because they're stuck up in their head. You can't think an orgasm. It's when you release everything, and then usually people are saying, oh my God, 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 right? Because you're not in your head anymore. So imagine the buildup that you feel and the explosion that you feel from an orgasm. Imagine having that sensation in your body as the lived experience of your life. Right? That you can be fully alive and present, and that this life is truly designed to be an orgasmic experience. Now, listen, we live on the planet of polarity, okay? So if you look at the yin-yang symbol, you've got light and you've got dark. Both of them are connected in a bigger circle. So we're always intermixing shadow and light so that we can feel the contrast, so we can understand better from a physical experience with all our 13 senses open. And there might be more, but I know about 13. What this life was really designed to be. And sometimes we experience contrast so we can understand orgasmic. So as you sit here and as you're listening to this, just remind yourself, life was not meant to be lived in your head. And just observe yourself when you are in your head. Sometimes it's a great place. Sometimes it's a really not great place. But if you return back down to your body, what you will experience is so much more truth and knowing, personal knowing from direct experience, than you will ever experience being up in your head. Welcome to your wild orgasmic essence and returning home to it. I wish you a beautiful day.